Today, I'll show you how to apply to University of Texas at Arlington for free. But UTA is a really good university and is one of the top 100 universities in the US for innovation and research. That's why they collect an application fee of $90 from international students, and they also require tests like TOEFL and IELTS. But by the end of this video, you'll learn how to apply without paying anything, so you can relocate to the US and start your degree by fall 2025. Let's start off with getting English test waivers, so you don't have to write the TOEFL and IELTS and you can save about $200. That sounds good, right? So let's look at their requirements. Here we're on the Office of Admissions page, and this is for graduate students. As you can see here, admissions to graduate programs is competitive. They're highly ranked. You won't blame them. So we're talking about the English language requirement. So if your native language is not English, you must demonstrate a sufficient level of skill with the English language to assure success in graduate studies. You're required to submit official blah 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 unless you hold a bachelor's or master's degree from an accredited US institution. Now, we don't hold a degree from a US institution, but I'm going to show you two easy ways that we can get this requirement waived. So see the first one, let's look at the requirements on the Earth and Environmental Sciences programs page on the university catalog. So here in the university catalog, all programs are here. Let's scroll down to international students. All right, that's where we are, and they say the same thing for you having to pay money and write the test, but then there's something interesting here. An applicant holding either a bachelor's or master's from US university is not required to submit any other waivers of score requirements, must be recommended by the applicant's graduate advisor and approved by the Dean of Graduate Studies. Now, this is easy to do. Let me tell you how. If your first degree was taught in English, then you can get a letter of English proficiency, just like this one that I got from UNN, where I got my first degree. And once you get this letter of English proficiency, you can send this in an email to the graduate advisor telling him that your first degree was in English, as he can see from this letter, and asking him to waive the requirement for you. The next question on your mind is, how do you find the graduate advisor? Don't worry, I got you. When you come to this page, on the catalog of all pages, and the links of this is in the description below, you can just click on this website here and it takes us to the programs website. Programs website, you see so many things here advertising their program, but our interest is on faculty. You come over to faculty, and every program's website is designed the same way. Just come down to faculty, scroll down, and we're looking for graduate advisor. Let me know when you see graduate advisor. Bam, you've seen him right here. This is the person that you're going to reach out to. So once you click this link, you'll see his email address come up. You can send him an email, or the graduate advisor of your program, listing out the things I mentioned. That is option one. Now let's see option two from the chemistry department. Now this is the chemistry department, chemistry and biochemistry, the website on the university catalog. You can see they're all structured the same, and you can go directly to the program page. So you find the graduate advisor here with this link. But let's scroll down to see the second option, language requirements. You see everything that they wrote here. Those who have completed their undergraduate education in English may be eligible for a TOEFL waiver based on the recommendation letters. So the second option is that you tell your recommenders, who are going to recommend you when you're submitting your application, to include it in the recommendation letter that your first degree was taught in English and you're able to receive instruction using English language. Now these two options works for all departments. I just used the Earth and Environmental and Chemistry as examples to show you. So no matter your department, the first option you have is get the English proficiency letter from your university and reach out to the graduate advisor telling them to waive it for you. If that doesn't work, then you can speak to your recommenders and tell them to include it in the recommendation letter that they'll be submitting for you. So to apply as an international graduate student to UTA, submitting the English test scores, as you can see from number 6 here, is just one of the steps. Let's look at all the steps together. So the first, how to apply, you submit the application, you pay the application fee, and I'll share a waiver code with you so that you don't have to pay this application fee. You submit the transcript. Now they say you may upload unofficial transcript to help expedite the admission decision review period. However, official transcripts are still required to be submitted when admitted or once the institution makes them available. So what's an unofficial transcript? Unofficial transcript is the transcript that you are uploading yourself while you're applying. So you're not reaching out to your alma mater, your university, to send it directly to the school, which costs more money. That's what we call official. And if you have a HND, you can also upload your unofficial transcript, but it has to be your unofficial evaluated transcript, so that you turn it from the HND into a format that the universities over here clearly understand. Step 4, complete program requirements. And number 5, submit official GRE GMAT test scores. That's if your department requires it. Then English test scores, which I just showed you how to waive, and you can track the application status. And later on in this video, I'll still show you the available scholarships that they have, so make sure you don't miss it. So let's see how to get the application fee waiver. There are 2 ways that you can pay the application fee here at UTA. The first is through this submit the application. You click this link, you fill it in, and you can pay the fee. The second is to directly pay the application fee. And as you can see, the grad application fee for international students is $90. Now let me just point this out here. In my other video where I spoke about George Washington University, someone commented that they still require application fee. Yes, they do, but in the video I showed you how to get it waived. Now it's the same thing here. You can see clearly written here that the application fee is $90. You might go to their website now, you're seeing $90. So the person that made that kind of comment, it was obvious that they didn't watch the whole video. So I can tell that you're not that type of person because you've watched this far. The code that I'll be sharing with you today only works with this first option. I tried it with the second option, the pay application fee online, going through the process, selecting, writing the quantity, pay fee, filling in everything. I tried it, but there was no place to fill in the waiver code. So let's go through the first step so I show you how and where to apply the waiver code. So here we can see 2 options: returning users to log in, and first-time users create an account. You're most likely a first-time user. You put in your email address, first name, last name, birth date, and you click continue. Then it takes you to a page where you can now put in your password. I'll just go back so that we'll log in. When you get here, you won't see this option. I already said an application. You click on create application and then open application. So in this first page, personal background, you fill in your personal details, name, address, phone number, birthday, country, citizenship, then academic information, type of student. So if I select masters, for example, and then what you like to study, you see all the master's degrees will come here. If I select doctoral, all the doctoral degrees will come out here. Then academic history, this is where you add your institution and you also upload the transcript. This is here, unofficial transcript. This is where you upload it. Then recommendations, you add the recommenders, people that will recommend you. This is where we're going to here. Additional information, this is where you put in the waiver code. You would like to share family member information. If you want to, you hit yes. I'll just put no. Do you have an application fee waiver code? You put yes, and then we'll type in the code. So the code is UTA grad 25. Your application fee waiver code has been accepted. So if you use this code UTA grad 25, you don't have to pay the $90. That's good news, right? Nice. Then if you work with an international education agent, select the name. If you didn't, you just leave it, you hit continue. Then when you're done with that, you come over, you sign, you review the document, and you see a place to submit when everything has been filled in. We didn't fill in so many things, that's why you're seeing all these errors. If you like this waiver code and you want to see more, then show some love. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe below. It gives me feedback that my effort is being appreciated and I'm motivated to do much more. Now let's see how to get scholarships. This is the financial aids and scholarship page for UTA, and honestly there are so many options of scholarships here. Competitive scholarship, out of state tuition waiver, departmental scholarships, outside scholarships, state programs. You can check them all out later for yourself. The link is in the description below, but I'm just going to focus on this graduate fellowships. It says here that the University of Texas at Arlington's competitive fellowship opportunities includes packages with competitive graduate assistantships and 75 to 100% tuition remission. That means they pay up to 100% of your tuition. Students not classified as Texas residents may be eligible for the remission of their out-of-state costs in certain instances. Please contact the department of your major regarding non-resident tuition waiver scholarships. Now here's the fun part. Nominations for UTA fellowships are made by the departmental graduate advisor, and appointments may last for a period of 2, that's for masters, 2 years, to 5 years for PhD. Students are encouraged to contact their intended graduate advisor about fellowship opportunities. So how do you get these scholarships? 2 ways. Number 1, you reach out to the graduate advisor. I already showed you earlier how to find them. When you go to the program's website on the faculty page, you scroll down and you see graduate advisor there. Their email address is also there. So you reach out to them with your intentions of wanting to study in the US, get a master's, get a doctoral degree, whatever the case may be for you, and then ask them about available fellowships. The second and most important actually is that you have to submit a strong application. Now the application packet is made up of several components and everything has to come together to be strong. Your CGPA, your work experience, your statement of purpose, your recommendation letters, a high GRE score if you're writing that, and even publications if you have. Everything has to come together to make you a strong candidate. And the thing is that having a high GPA is not enough. Me that finished with like a 3.7 over 4.0, there were still schools that I applied to that I was denied admission. So your whole application packet has to present you as the strong and perfect candidate for that program. When you have everything ready, you submit it through the steps that we've gone through together in this video, and make sure you submit it before the application deadline. Now let me show you the deadlines. Here you can see International Graduate Application Priority Dates. For PhD students, for fall, deadline is February 1st. For spring, August 15th. For summer, February 15th. But for masters, fall is March 15th, spring, August 15th, summer, February 15th. So if you're looking to start in fall, which starts in August 2025, then you want to apply by February 1st. And whether or not you are a master's or PhD student, please use this deadline, February 1st. To rank these 3 semesters in order of available funding, majority of the funds is available in fall. Majority of the scholarships. Fewer, but there are still some that are available in spring. You rarely see funding available for the summer. One of the ways to strengthen your application, like I mentioned earlier, is through writing a strong statement of purpose, or what we call SOP. Now, your SOP is your story. It will help the admission committee to understand why you are the perfect candidate for their program. That's even if you have red flags in your application, just like why are you changing career paths, or why did you get a low CGPA in your undergrad. So watch this video next where I break down the exact SOP that got me 2 fully funded PhD scholarships. I'll see you there.